Hey guys, welcome back. Uh, my thoughts on this whole coronavirus deal. Number one, I'm not going to give you any information because let's face it, social media, the news media, definitely not your best source of information throughout this whole ordeal. Um, you want good quality information that you can trust. Go directly to the CDC website. Go to the World Health Organization website. Go to the website for your local public health agencies. They're going to have the most accurate, most up-to-date information, especially your local public health agencies. They're going to have the most up-to-date information for your area. But really, that's not what this whole video is about anyway, because I don't even want to get into that. I don't want to get into the socio-economic, political, oh, God, you name it. There's a million ways you can look at this that I'm not getting into. What I want to talk about, because I was doing my research on this last night, as things are evolving and things are developing and changing. And, I was also looking through Facebook and flipping back and forth between that and the CDC websites and just trying to learn more about this and whatnot. And I kept seeing people, because in a lot of areas they keep talking about social distancing and those sort of things. And people are going, oh my goodness, social distancing, that's just a different word for quarantining. They want us to quarantine at home. No, they don't. Okay? No, they don't. What they're asking you to do is stay out of large groups. That's all they're asking you to do. They're not quarantining you at home, asking you to self-quarantine. They're saying just be smart. When you go out, don't go out and engage in things in large groups. That's all it is. So, let's not make more of this than it has to be. But one thing I did see a lot of was people going, oh, I'm just going to live my life the way I have been, and since my kids are now out of school or whatever, we're going to go and we're going to do this and we're going to do that. And you know what? Hold on. Stop. Calm down. They're asking you to social distance to slow the spread of the virus. That way the people who are the most susceptible to it, that are going to need the most medical care, can get the medical care when the time comes, and the medical system's not going to be overwhelmed. So why don't we do this? Instead of thinking that somebody tells us that we should do something, that we must do exactly the opposite. Why don't we look at this from a whole different perspective? Because let's face it, right now, most of the sporting events throughout the country have been canceled, whether there are kids' sporting events or whether they're professional sporting events. Concerts have been canceled. All this other stuff has been canceled. Now, as a parent, what do I spend 95% of my time doing? Running around, chasing my kids, making sure they get where they need to go, when they need to be there. They have all the stuff that they need. They, so that they can participate, so that they can be involved. And right now, with the social distancing, they're taking those things off the table so that we don't have that. We have to get there. We have to be there. We have to do this. So instead of going, oh, I'm just going to take my kids out, we're going to go here, and we're going to go do this, and we're going to do that. And, in some places they're shutting down restaurants to dine-in service and whatnot. Okay, you know what? Maybe this is a good thing. Let's look at this from the brighter side. And I'm sure somebody's going to argue with me here. And I don't ever put my religious views out there. So this is, please don't think it that way. But maybe this is God's way of telling us we need to slow down a little bit. So instead of going out to eat, okay, you can still go out and pick up takeout and bring it home. So let's go out, let's get some food, let's bring it home, let's sit down around the table with our families and actually have a conversation with them. Instead of going out to the movies or dropping the kids off at the movies and whatever. Let's go to Redbox, rent a movie that we can all, everybody can sit down and watch as a family. And you want to get your kids engaged? If you're doing something at home, you're staying out of these large groups and you're enjoying your hobby at home, involve your kids. Find out what your kids enjoy doing other than the sports that you rush them around to all the time. Find out what they enjoy doing around the house and sit down and enjoy it with them. Spend some time with your family instead of feeling like you need to be going and doing and, staying at home is only going to help to make sure that you don't get sick. And on top of that, they're not saying you got to stay home from work. They're not saying you can't go to the grocery store. You can't go out and get food from a restaurant. They're just saying don't go out in large groups. That's all they're asking. So instead of going out in large groups and doing all these things and being involved in everything that we feel we need to be involved in, why don't we take a step back and spend some of this time with our families, getting to reconnect with our families, and maybe this whole pandemic situation could turn out to be a good thing. You can learn a little bit about your kids can learn a little bit about you. You can spend some time together, this quality time that isn't spent eating a meal on the go in the car trying to get to baseball practice or soccer practice or basketball practice or whatever you have, dance, you name it. And you can all enjoy a little bit of time with one another without being so stressed because you've got to get someplace on time. So, guys, those are my thoughts on it. Am I worried about this whole situation? There's some aspects I'm a little concerned about. Am I personally concerned about possibly getting sick? You know what? Not really. I'm in good health. I think even if I did, I would be just fine. Hopefully I don't. I don't like being sick. I don't want to be sick. And, I hope that's the best for the rest, every one of you. And, definitely take some time and be careful around the older members of your family. Because even the common flu can be dangerous for them. So, just common sense, guys. But all I just wanted to say is, why don't we just listen to the government the regulations that are being put forth, or the recommendations, I should say, not regulations, recommendations that are being put forth, and use this time constructively with our children and our families, as opposed to feeling like we still need to go and do and be part of. So, the best to each and every one of you. I hope you're all safe. I hope you all stay healthy. And hopefully this doesn't turn into a major crisis in the United States, which I don't think it will if we all work together and we follow recommendations. And just be safe, guys. We'll see you on the next one. Stay tuned to the channel. Thank you for watching. Have a nice evening. How do I end?